Hello, here's the problem number 6 of the second linked list assignment, and in this problem we are given two linked lists, two sorted linked lists, and we need to merge them in place. So what does it mean? We are not able to use additional data structure for it, or just need to go through all nodes in the linked list and try to merge them and return just one merged linked list. So for example, we're given this one and this a second one linked list, and which consists of these elements, and at the end we'll need to merge them in place with the ascending order. So how are we gonna do this? First of all, we'll declare two nodes pointers like current and new head. So new head will be used just to return at the end of our function. Current will be using just to traverse through all nodes of these two linked lists. The initial values will be null, but then we'll initialize our while loop, declaring that while loop need to be run until one of the linked lists is not equal to null. And so our linked list pointers, which will be pointing to the first nodes of the linked list, will be compared with each other. So for example, we will be comparing if like first linked list first node is smaller and equal to the second one. In this case, we'll be pointing our current to this one. Then we will move our pointer of our first linked list to the second node. Then we will be comparing these two nodes of these two linked lists and trying to find out the smaller one. Once we will find the smaller one, our current node also will be moved to this. So our current next, first of all, will be pointing to this node, then we will move our current point to this node itself. Then we will be, so just basically, first of all, our current will be null, and then our current next will be one of the first linked list. Then we will be comparing these two nodes of this one and this one, and once we will find out that this is smaller, our current next will be pointing to this one of the second linked list. Then we will move just the linked list node to the next node, like L2 to here. So here is the L1. Then we will again comparing two nodes of the linked list, and after that, once we find out that 2 is smaller, our current will be pointing to 2. Then it will be to 3, either in this case of the first one, then 3 of the second, then 4, and then the null. Once we will reach the null of either of first or the second linked list, we will be just getting out of our while loop, and we'll be just pointing to the linked list that is not equal to null. So in code it will be look like, so we will be returning list node merge lists, so it will be list node L1 and list node L2. So as I said, we will be declaring two nodes at the beginning, like new head with the initial null, and a current which will be equal to our new head. Then we will just initialize while loop until once to list is not equal to null. And we will be starting comparing the values of each linked list. So we will be checking which one is smaller. In this case, our first condition will be if first linked list node value is smaller or equal to the second linked list value. In this case, if it is smaller, our current next will be pointing to this L1. Then we will just move our current to L1, or it could be like current to current next. Then we'll move our L1 also to the next element of the first linked list. Otherwise, if our first linked list element is not smaller, in this case our current next will be pointing to L2. Then our current will be moved to L2, and we will just move our L2 to the next element in the linked list. Once we will see that that we will reach the end of one of the linked list. In this case, we will be checking which one is equal to null. If we reach the end of our first linked list, so in this case, our current next will be pointing to L2. And for example, else if we reach the end of second linked list, in this case our current next will be pointing to first linked list, and then at the end we will just return a new head. Since our new head is null, but we got a current pointer that traversed through all nodes of two linked lists, we'll just return new head next. And it will return us exactly this linked list. So yeah, time complexity for this example is order of n, because we will go through all nodes of two linked lists, and space will be order of 1 because we are not declaring any additional data structure.